There's nothing in any of these houses. It's hilarious. Mm. Why is my guy still swinging sound? He's not swinging anymore. Stop. Day 9. Severely shredded by Zeds. I run. Bleeding. Hearing gone. I'm about to die. If anybody would like my crowbar, I named it Jimmy McBoo Boo. All right, folks. I think I'm going to wrap it up after a quick little respawn there. It's been a great 9 hours today. Um, Pro, Firepower, and everyone else that rolled around with me today on DayZ. I'll be doing a little bit more DayZ tomorrow. And a little more Destiny. Probably roll into a little Far Cry 3, Fallout 3, and just kind of see where it goes. Q-Man, what's up? Well, you might see a little bit of a kind of a stagger stream right now, simply because I'm streaming DayZ. I'm trying to figure out settings. I have a good computer. I mean, it's not even a year old, and it's got, 4.5 chip in it, and 8 gigs of RAM, and 1 terabyte hard drive space. And, but when I go to, oh, that's what I was going to try. Derp. Derp. I forgot to turn it off. That's helping a little. There you go. Did I end up... Why am I this guy? I mean, why? He has a line on his head. This game is addictive. I wish I had Arma 3 and Arma 2 and stuff, but I don't. But yeah, so tomorrow, we'll be rolling into more of everything. It's hard for me to predict what I'm going to play because I have to listen to my inner gamer. And sometimes when I get up in the morning, I just want to play Skyrim or Smite or DayZ or GTA or whatever. But I'm really definitely getting back into DayZ here. The game really draws to me. I really want to play it more and more. I'm always looking for someone I can trust to roll around with. A lot of my regular crew right now that I play with have been just really busy with real life, so we haven't been able to get on together and play. I'm definitely a noob at DayZ, though. I understand the concepts, but I just need to play it more so I get, just second nature with all the buttons and controls. And Magoo, I will definitely just send tons of people your way, especially if you're a DayZ streamer, and we'll put you in our Geekly Gaming list. If you type in geeks, it lists some of our favorite cohorts in crime. I need to add about 13 or 14 people to that. I'll definitely add you. Yeah, I'll personally message you and try to get on Steam. Once again, too, if you guys have a Steam that's different, PlayStation or Xbox handle that's different from your Twitch, make sure you really let me know. Sometimes I don't really know that I just friend requested someone on Steam and who it is on Twitch. As always, you guys can email me. Everything you need to know is down below the channel: Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, our other networks on Top Hat and 4GTV, here on Twitch TV, our gamer tag handles you can friend us up at, our public ones. We have some private ones too. I'm gonna go down to the shipwreck here. I think I'm close to it. Yeah. Oh, no problem, man. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Now, I also want to kind of pick your brain a little bit about maybe some settings. Right now, I'm using open broadcast software. I usually stream at 30 frames per second strong, like no problems, no dropped frames. But when I do DayZ, it drops. I know DayZ's taxing, but it drops down to about 15 frames per second. And I started to look into changing some of the default settings to make it less detailed. And if you're, you know, a more PC savvy person, I wouldn't mind picking your brain a little. You know, just get my if I get my computer specs and email them to you, and you can let me know if there's just something key or if it's just my open broadcast. Because the game plays fine. It plays fine. Even when I put all the settings to super high, it plays fine. It's just stream. The stream drops in frames per second. Um, like I'm playing the game right here, and it's smoother than what I'm looking at down here. And it'd be nice to, you know, give the viewers that the higher quality. So, I mean, as it is now, I have like everything turned to low or very low, and I'm coming aboard your ship whether you like it or not. Nah, 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 nah. Oh, definitely, definitely. Yeah, I'll email you on Twitter. Probably be in your other box. You just never know, so I'll check. Last time I was here, I had so much good gear, and my guy fell. It was hilarious. I mean, I know I could have a better computer. I mean, that's pretty much anyone's computer can be better after about five days. But it's not a potato, and I can run other games really well. It's just like Elder Scrolls Online, and you know, Smite and Loadout and League of Legends, and you know, just a slew of other games I play. I can do fine, but this one, it just drops my frames down. In just this game. Like I said, I know that a lot of people have said that this game is just very taxing, the grass, the rain. But I would just love to actually have a DayZ player who streams and get some feedback. Alright, folks, I'm just going to go here for just a little bit longer. That way I can get it. See, I'm down to like 9, 8, 10. 9. I haven't seen it that low ever. No dropped frames. Just down to 10, 12. Some of the settings I was changing, like in the hardcore text font settings, and then other ones I was changing, you know, in the game settings. Yeah, that's what yeah. I know I can just tweak a few things on my computer, and it would help. A few DayZ settings, it would help. Someone, you know, say, I did it this morning, I went in and changed, like the distance you can visualize, see, and load screens and things like that. It's kind of a shame it's, you know, for an early access alpha to be so CPU taxing, you know. It's like, wow, what's this game going to be like when it's done? CPU taxing. But, you know, it's what it is. No, don't walk off the edge. And it like goes from 9 to like 18 frames per second. Yeah, firepower. It has 1 hour, and why won't he walk forward? It has a sleeper on, so like I'll leave it on for an hour, and that charges up my headsets and my controllers, and then it just auto turns off after an hour. A lot of people don't realize your controllers don't charge if it's turned off. It's not a drip charge. I ran it. Oh man, really? There's just like nothing in this places. Like I usually find stuff in here. I ran into like 5 people in here one time and they just shot me to death. It was hilarious. Like I turned a corner, I was like, "Hey, I'm peaceful." Boom, 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 boom. But you can't get mad. You can't hate on him for it. God, yeah, it's down to 7, 8, 9. Let me try that really quick. I mean, should I turn like this down? I think I can turn this up too. Like, I have more video memory. I just didn't want to tweak with too many settings until I had somebody that was experienced in the settings. So I basically just turned everything pretty much to low. See, like right here, it's back up to 30 frames per second because it's not doing anything. That's weird. Where were the clouds at? Just take the clouds off. You said take shadows off. I thought they were already off. That was weird. All right. 17, 16, 15, 19, 14. As long as I don't go below 15 too often. Now, I was watching a YouTube video of this man who, I liked the video people, so it's in my liked playlist. It's the most recent. I watched it this morning. He was talking about going into, your program configuration file and changing certain things like the distance of spawning of terrain. And I noticed that he said the default's 300,000, turn it to 150,000. But when I opened mine up, the default was 200,000. So I think even DayZ, Bohemia themselves have like changed it down. That looks like it helped a lot right there. Thank you. I thought I had like clouds down to very low and shadows to very low, but that definitely bumped it up like to a more stable 15 frames per second. And people, 15 frames per second is nothing to blink about. Think about it, that's for 15 images. Yes. 30 is twice that. 60 is twice 30. I get that. I stream some things at 30, and I have some games to play at 60, and I stream them at 60. But, like Magoo just said, it's a CPU taxing, and you gotta do what you gotta do. Better to have a lower quality game. That's why I laugh, too, when people come in, like I'll play Skyrim on the PS3, Magoo, and they'll come in and be like, that looks so crappy, you're playing it on the PS3. I'm like, you're probably playing some fucking pixel junk pixel art game on your iPhone and think it's the coolest shit. Don't talk to me about fucking low res. Let's just see how long I live here. Yeah, no, it definitely did. I'm still getting, dropped frames. I'm going to change a few more settings on mine. I think the distance of spawning of terrain on the YouTube video they talked about, and even Bohemia released a little website talking about ways to increase it through OBS and Twitch. And they said one of the big ones was your spawning distance of field of view for what terrain spawns as. Like so far back there, it's beautiful, but I could get rid of all those amber trees in the background there and just have the front forest line there. I mean, you can't see that shit anyways, so I'm excited with hunting, farming, fishing now. Game's finally starting to feel a little more what I want. Excuse me, hiccup. Wanted it to be. All right, I'm basically gonna run till I'm either dead